Hello. 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 Madam, கேக்குதா?
Yes, sir. Eugene, sir, you are
கேக்குதா
audible, sir.
மேடம்?
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
ஹலோ கேக்குதா?
கேக்குது, sir.
ஹலோ
யூஜின் சார்
மேடம் நான் கேக்குதா?
கேக்குது, sir.
கேக்குதா?
கேக்குது.
யூஜின் சார் கேக்குது
அவங்களுக்கு எனக்கு
சார் ஆடியபிள்
கேக்குதா?
கேக்குது ஆடியபிள்
சரி சரி.
Our guests have joined. Good afternoon, sir.
good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to all. Good afternoon, sir. Welcome, sir. Welcome. Good afternoon. Thank you.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon, madam. Good afternoon.
Hello. Hello.
Sir, you are audible, sir.
Thank you, thank you. Ma'am, என்ன பேசுறது யார் மேடம்?
இங்க Maria, sir. I'm Maria from Dr.MGR.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
மியூட் தான் பண்ணுங்க சார். மியூட்ல வைக்க சொல்றாங்க. அதுல மியூட்.
Sir, can we start now?
Ma'am, our guest have left, ma'am. I think he is having some network issues. Beulah, ma'am.
And we'll start.
Beulah, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I think our guest have left, ma'am. Maybe he is having some network issues, it seems. Kindly call
Okay.
him and
Yes, let me check
yes,
it.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Maria Suganti, you check principal sir camera, no? Even at the end, you would like to thank, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Given, ma'am. Already given.
Geeta ma'am, shall we start after our guest rejoin?
Sir, we'll wait.
Yes, sir have joined.
Yes, joined.
Yes,
Sir?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, principal sir, shall we start?
Good morning, sir. Shall we start?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Geeta madam will start. Arnold sir, you can start.
Yes. Good afternoon, all. Greetings to you. I am Arnold Robinson, Assistant Professor in Biological Science, Meston College of Education, host of today's event. We are in the second day of virtual short-term course on curriculum design and development, jointly organized Faculty of Education, Dr.MGR Educational Research Institute and Meston College of Education, Chennai. Today, we are going to learn about curriculum design and strategies. Yes, we will enjoy the session. Welcoming the guests, dignitaries, and participants is the important task of honoring them. Let us enter into this session with a happy heart. I welcome Dr. B. Anuradha, Assistant Professor, Faculty of Education, Dr.MGR Educational Research Institute, to welcome the gathering. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Is my audio clear?
Yes, ma'am.
A warm and pleasant noon to everyone present here through this virtual portal. Small cheer and great welcome makes a merry feast. With the words of Shakespeare, it's indeed a pleasure and privilege to extend a heartfelt welcome on behalf of Faculty of Education, Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute and Meston College of Education, Chennai, for the second day of the short-term course on curriculum design and development on the topic curriculum design and strategies. First and foremost, our cordial welcome is extended to all the executives and dignitaries of both the institution, Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute and Meston College of Education. Next, we are profoundly delighted to welcome our resource person, Professor A. Muthu Manikam, Syndicate Member, TNOU, former Registrar in Charge, former Dean Arts, former Professor and Head Department of Education, Madurai Kamaraj University. With tremendous pleasure, we would like to welcome all the participants who have showed interest in learning and relearning. We extend a congenial welcome to all the organizing secretaries to make this event come true. It's my pleasure to extend a gracious welcome once again for the short-term course. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Today, a great educationist is among us. Now, we are going to hear about his profile, a lengthy profile. I request our beloved principal of Meston College of Education, Dr. S. Devasahayam Selvakumar sir, to introduce the chief guest to the participant. Over to you, sir.
Most respected guest of this program, Professor Muthumanikam, the syndicate member of Tamil Nadu Open University, respected higher authorities of Dr.MGR Educational Research Institute, Madurai, Chennai, and Western Education Development Association, Raipeta, Chennai, respected delegates from all over the country, dear colleagues, and my dear students, very warm welcome to you all. I take this opportunity to welcome the great educationalist and my dear friend, Professor Dr. Muthumanikam, who is serving in the capacity of syndicate member in Tamil Nadu Open University. He has been postgraduated in undergraduate and education. He has received a PhD degree from University of Madras. He is serving the community for more than 3 decades in teaching and research. He served as registrar in charge, former dean for arts, and professor and head of the Department of Education, Madurai Kamaraj University. To his credit, he has produced about 19 PhD scholars. He has organized many international and national level seminars. He has received many awards, such as Dr. Malcolm Adisesha Award for his contribution in the field of adult education. When I approached him, immediately he has given his concern to be the guest of honor for this program, and his expertise in the field of curriculum and development, particularly in teacher education, is useful for many young aspirants, many young teacher educators, and young teachers of the society. On behalf of the managements of both the institutions, staff, and students, I accord a very warm welcome to you, Professor, for your valuable presence in our midst.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Really, we are privileged to have him in our midst. In the midst of his duties and responsibilities, he has agreed to be here. Dear delegates, I hope the theme of this academic platform, that is curriculum design and development, will be more useful in acquiring knowledge about framing of curriculum for the benefit of students' community. Today, we have in our midst Professor Dr. Muthumanikam to give a lecture on the theme curriculum design and strategies. Once again, I welcome all the delegates, all the authorities of both the institution, and all the participants of this program, particularly my respected and most honorable guest of this program, Professor Dr. Muthumanikam. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, now it's time to listen to our expert. I request Professor A. Muthumanikam, syndicate member of Tamil Nadu Open University, former registrar in charge of Madurai Kamaraj University, to deliver his session. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon to all. Dr. MGR Education Research Institute and Western College of Education jointly organized this wonderful virtual short-term course, Curriculum Design and Development. I am very happy to participate the virtual short-term course. Respected Dr. S. Devasayam Sivakumar, the Principal, Western College of Education, Professor Dr. K. Geeta, the Principal, Dr. MGR Education Research Institute, Dr. P. Anuradha, Dr. Arnold Robinson, and a vote of thanks to be given by Dr. P. Eugene Michael, and the organizers and the organizing strategies of both the institutions. I am very happy to share my ideas regarding curriculum designing and strategies. Regarding this, I have to mention my sincere thanks to my good old friend, Dr. S. Devasayam Sivakumar, to this opportunity to share my ideas. So what are the things to be covered in my session? It's already allotted time, very short, so I have to finish before 3:30. Already Professor Sivakumar mentioned accordingly. I have to proceed and I have to discuss with you. So what are the aspects to be covered in the session? First, we have to think about what about the curriculum, what we can relate with the education. Then, what about the term curriculum? What are the activities related to curriculum? What about the curriculum design? And what about the curriculum strategies? So these are the things we are going to be discussed in this forum. So first of all, I have to react the wonderful introduction given by Dr. Devasayam Sivakumar about me. So he mentioned about me. The 31 years experience in Madurai Kamaraj University, I heard opportunity for different position in Madurai Kamaraj University. 2 terms research in charge of Madurai Kamaraj University. Apart from professional head, regular education department and distance education department, the dean, faculty of humanities, social science, and director curriculum development cell, and director in charge Center for Education Research. So why I am saying on this forum, this is a message I want to say for the participants who are attending this wonderful virtual course. In my career, I don't approach anybody to get any position. If you are doing work sincerely, honestly, definitely many more positions can approach us. This is a message I want to say on this occasion. In my these are in charge of Madurai Kamaraj University, I used to follow 3 approaches. I used to mention number of forums also. The number 1, 100% transparency. I can bold enough to say I don't have any enemy at all. Why I am saying, if you have to assume any enemy, we have to spend more time how to tackle that enemy. Simply we have to ignore that enemy. In spite of that time we have to allot our work. Definitely we have to see many more developments. Number 1. Number 2, I don't expect anything from anybody. That is the second one. The third one, positive thinking, positive attitude. So in Madurai Kamaraj University, the big university in Tamil Nadu, the more than 100 colleges affiliated to Madurai Kamaraj University. Apart from that, 77 regular departments consisting of 20 schools, and also more than 30 centers like that, having number of problems also. But already we have studied education process, education psychology, education sociology. Whatever problems we have to solve that problem. So we are having so many options, so many solutions to solve the problem. So we can go for first solution, we can solve the problem. Otherwise, we can go for second. Like that, you can get the experience for that. So this is a message I want to say, share with the participants. Now I can start with my presentation. Where it is visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's visible, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Right. The curriculum and education. So our human body, the brain is most important. Like that, the education, the curriculum is most important. For construction, the foundation is very important. Like that, the curriculum is the foundation of education. They both serve to enhance each other. So they have to complement each other. And further, we can say the curriculum is a tool in the hands of teacher to mold his students according to their needs and interest. The curriculum consists of the learning activities and the experiences selected to achieve education goals. Nowadays, the teacher role, the highly changeable one. The 10 to 15 years back, teacher only the source to deliver the information to the students. At the time, the students, they don't have any sources. We can say if they have to visit the library to get the information. So mostly they are depending only source from the teacher. Nowadays, teacher one of the sources. So the teacher role is a highly changeable one. The students' expectation more and more from the teacher. So the teacher can provide number of activities to deliver the information. In addition to that, the teacher can give experience related to the subject. Then only we have to satisfy our students. Here, the curriculum consists of the learning activities. So the activities are otherwise we can say the strategies. Later we will discuss. And also the experiences. The teachers, they can share their experiences related to the subject. So that they, for what purpose? To achieve educational goals. Then here we are going to be discussing about the term education and the term curriculum. What we can be related to the term education. So while we are talking about the education, simply we can say education is an act or process of acquiring and imparting knowledge or information. While we are talking about the term education, it has two important components, process and product. The process, it is a continuous one. The product, that is a final outcome. So generally we can say, what about the process, what about the product? The student enter to the 10th standard. What about the process? The student can get information from the teachers. The student can get information from other sources. Visit the library, refer the books, visit the website to get the information. So like that, these are the things we can say the process. The product, that is a final outcome. Whether the student achieve or not in the 10th standard, that we can say the product. Generally we can say, but education point of view, education is a process of helping child to adjust to the changing the world. So according to new development, we have to provide information to our students. Otherwise, what will be happen? They may be isolated from the environment. They may be isolated from the development. So that is why we used to revise our curriculum periodically. If you are not in a position to revise our curriculum, what will be happen? The students know about the old things only. They are not in a position to adjust the development, adjust the environment. That is why we used to revise our curriculum periodically. So education is process of helping child to adjust to the changing this world. So accordingly, we have to improve our curriculum periodically. So the product, education product of experience, that is knowledge, attitude, and skills are transmitted to the members of the society. The knowledge related to cognitive domain, attitude related to affective domain, psychomotor related to skill related to psychomotor domain. So these are the things are discuss about the product. So now we can discuss about the term curriculum. So the term curriculum, we can give number of definition. Here, very important definition. The curriculum refers to totality of experience or overall experience gained by the learners within the classroom and outside the classroom. So very important definition regarding the curriculum. And what it can be differentiated in the syllabus that we will discuss later. So many more forum I used to discuss these are the things. Mostly they are confusing. Sir, curriculum syllabus all the same like that. They used to mention. So the curriculum refers to totality of experience gained by the learners within the classroom and outside the classroom. Okay, what about within the classroom? We can say the curricular activities. The teacher delivers information, any doubts that can be rectified by the teacher for the students. These are the things we can say the curricular activities. What about the co-curricular activities? What is the need for co-curricular activities? So the co-curricular activities that can be strengthened with the curricular activities. So what are the things we can suggest under co-curricular activities? We can say assignment, seminar, subject-oriented club, study 2, education 2, like that we can list out number of things. Take example, the subject-oriented club, we can invite the subject experts. It may be any subject, Tamil or English or Maths or Chemistry, like any science subject, any subject. So there's a resource person can discuss about the current development in the concerned subject. So that the co-curricular activities that can be supported to the curricular activities. What about the extracurricular activities? We can see NSS, yoga, meditation. And in addition to that, the students, they have so many talents. If you have to give opportunity, definitely they have to show the talent. That is why they used to conduct number of cultural programs, many more talent-oriented programs to be conducted colleges and universities also. So these are the things we can say extracurricular activities. Immediately we can ask, sir, what is the need for these are the three activities: curricular, co-curricular, extracurricular activities. Definitely, it will be helpful to develop overall personality of the students. That is why we have to concentrate curricular activities, co-curricular activities, extracurricular activities. 2014.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, madam.
Sir, yeah, sorry to interrupt, sir. Slide is not moving, sir. It is in third slide.
That's okay.
Okay.
I want to complete the present slide.
Okay, sir.
I am discussing the current slide only.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So only on the key points only I have mentioned the slide. So other things I can discuss here.
Okay.
So now I am talking about. So what is the need for curricular, co-curricular, extracurricular activities? Definitely it will be helpful to develop the overall personality of the students. Year 2014, the UGC in Tamil Nadu, North Tamil Nadu, South Tamil Nadu, from the North Tamil Nadu, the Loyola College, they are given highest recognition, College with the Province for Excellence, College for Excellence. South Tamil Nadu, Ainana Janimar College located in Sivas. The two colleges, they have got a College of Excellence. That is the highest recognition by the university. Our Mary Kamaraj University, University the Potential for Excellence. Now we are trying to move University for Excellence. The last 2021, our university got A++, the highest recognition by NAC. Right? So why I am saying, so at the time, I was serving as registrar in charge of Madurai Kamaraj District. I invited to Ayana Jani College, Sivagasi, for a felicitation for getting College of Excellence. Eagerly, I wanted to know what is the secret behind to get the College of Excellence award from University Grant Commission. They given equal importance to curricular, co-curricular, extracurricular activities. That is a secret. They have got a College of Excellence. Like that, Loyola College also maybe got it accordingly. Right. Now we can see the differences between curriculum and syllabus. So when we are mentioning about the curriculum, so what are the aspects we mention under the curriculum? First, we have to say the introduction about the course. So what is the need for investing in the course? Take example, here BSc Information Technology. Just I want to mention the example for the explaining about the term curriculum. The introduction about the course. What is the need for introducing the course? Then scope of the course, scope of the program. previously mentioned the degree, now it is called as a program. Previously called as paper, now it is called as course, right? So what are the scope of the program? So what way the society will be benefited? Then educational objectives of the course. So after completion of 3 years course, what are the educational objectives to be fulfilled or realized? Then what about the entry qualification to join the course? So completed +2, they can apply for B.Sc Information Technology. Then what are the courses to be studied each and every semester? Already I have mentioned, previously mentioned as a paper, now it is called as course. So first semester, how many courses to be studied? Second semester, how many courses to be studied? So each course has separate syllabus. We are talking about the syllabus. What are the things we have to mention? The instructional objectives, the objectives and the course objectives. Then content can be presented in the unit wise. Then reference books. So these are the things we can see in the syllabus. Then what about another component of curriculum? Evaluation procedures. Those were secured 50% will be declared as a pass for PhD degree. So this was secured 60% will be declared as a first class. This was secured 70% first class of the distinction. So when we are talking about curriculum, these are the aspects are very essential. So the syllabus it is a part of curriculum. But when we are talking about the curriculum, these are the components are very essential. The introduction about the course, scope of the course, then educational objectives to be realized after completion of the course, then entry qualification to join the course, then what are the courses to be studied each and every semester, the last one, evaluation procedures. This way, we have to see the difference between curriculum and the syllabus. Next, while we are talking about the basis of curriculum, we can see the 3 different phases. Development, implement, evaluation phase. So these are the things we can relate with the education technology. So already I mentioned the term education, the two, it has 2 important components, process and product. So without process, we are not in a position to assess the product. Without the product, there is no use of process. So it is complement each other. So like that, when we are talking about education technology, 3 components are very essential. So at present, current development, any development, any moves, course or e-content or any mobile learning. So all the things that is related to these are the things: development, application. Here mention the implementation, application, both are same. The third one, evaluation. So when we are talking about the curriculum, these are the 3 phases are very essential: development phase, implement phase, and evaluation phase. So regarding the development phase, we take example, Madurai Kamara University, Madras University, they are having Board of Studies, Academic Council, and Senate Syndicate. Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University, Tamil Nadu Open University, they are having Board of Studies, Academic Council, Syndicate. There is no Senate for the universities. Right. Here, development phase, planning and development. The board in our Madurai Kamara University, 77 departments. The 45 departments they are having PG courses. So each department having Board of Studies. The professor head of the particular department to be acted as chairman of the Board of Studies, and the faculty members of the culture department to act as members of department. Members of Board of Studies, then subject experts from other universities, other institutions can be added in the Board of Studies. They used to revise curriculum once in 3 years, they update the curriculum. The NAC also, they are the first 7 criterion, the first criterion of the NAC curricular aspects. In the curricular aspects, we have to mention how many times we have to revise our curriculum. Any new unique things we added. Feedback about the curriculum. These are the aspects mentioned in the curricular aspects of first criterion of NAC. Here, the Board of Studies, they have to approve the curriculum, the once in 3 years. After that, it can be placed before the academic council. After approved by the academic council, then it can be placed before the Senate, then it can be approved by the syndicate. So these are the things we can say the planning and development piece. Then implement. After approved by the syndicate, then it is sent to the affiliated branches for implementation. The management implementation, they have to use it. The final evaluation phase, the university conduct the examination. There is the assessment of teaching and learning process. These are the things I mentioned the Madri Kamraj University, Madras University. So the Tamil Teachers Education University, Open University, once in 3 years, Board of Studies, they used to revise curriculum, then it can be placed before the academic council, then it can be placed before the Senate, then it can be implemented. Right? The third one, so here, I want to say, if this autonomous college, the autonomous college, they are having their own Board of Studies. They can, they're having their own Board of Studies. They can, after approve the syllabus, it can be placed before the academic council of a particular autonomous college, then it can be implemented. So these are the things to be done by the autonomous college. These are the 3 phases in the curriculum. Next, curriculum design. What about the curriculum design? The curriculum design, it can be guided teachers what way they have to deliver the information to the students. It is a planning period. It is a way for teachers to plan instruction. The teacher design the curriculum, they identify what will be done, who will do it, and what should it be followed. And also it involves planning activities, reading lessons, assessment, and what way they have to achieve education goals. While we are talking about the curriculum design, what we have to plan effectively, what way it can be implemented periodically. So these are the things. The participants raise their hand. Whether I have to give reply or otherwise I have to continue. 2 participants raise their hand.
And continue, sir. Continue, sir.
Okay.
We will have a question answer session in last.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Right. So the curriculum design, it can be guided the teachers. What will they have to implement the curriculum? What are the things we follow? That can be guided to the teachers. While we are talking about curriculum design, we must discuss about 3 types of curriculum design. Number 1, subject-centered curriculum design. Number 2, learner-centered curriculum design. Number 3rd one, problem-centered curriculum design. These are the things we must be familiar about when we are talking about the types of curriculum design. The first is subject-centered curriculum design. Here, I have to mention that subject-centered curriculum design, the UGC, they used to develop the model curriculum with the help of the subject experts. While we are developing a UG curriculum, PG curriculum, we have to refer UGC curriculum. What they are expecting, minimum 60 to 70%, we have to refer UGC curriculum. Here, the subject-centered curriculum design. Here, it describes what needs to be studied. So, the subject-centered curriculum, it should be on the basis of needs and interest of the learners. That is very important. And also, we have to While we are delivering the information to the students, we have to keep in our mind there are 3 categories of learners in our class. The teacher must be responsible for all categories of learners, like brilliant students, average students, below average students, right? Regarding the brilliant students, what about the brilliant students? Once the teacher delivers information, they can easily understand. There is no need extra effort on the part of the teachers. Average students, the teacher delivers information along with suitable examples, live-oriented examples, they can easily understand. What about the slow learners? The teacher can give specific attention. Then only they have to understand. So after completion of regular hour, the 7 to 8 years back, the Directorate of School Education Tamil Nadu sent a circular to all the schools. After completion of regular school hours, they have to spend 1 hour for slow learners. So in our regular classroom, out of 50 students, top 10 will be the brilliant students. Like that, the lowest 10 will be the slow learners. So the teacher can give specific attention. Then only they can understand. Okay, the subject center curriculum, central board, they used to develop NCRT, right? So after developing the curriculum, the help of subject experts, that can be circulated to the entire country. The state government, they are having their own board. After finalizing the curriculum from first standard to 12th standard, that can be circulated to the entire state. Here the subject is major focus. Subject is major focus. It describes what needs to be studied and how it should be studied. Co-curriculum is an example of a subject-centered design that can be standardized across schools, colleges, states, country as a whole. The standardized co-curricula, the teachers are provided predetermined list that they need to teach the students along with the specific examples. So I have mentioned that wherever possible, the teacher can provide a number of examples, number of life-oriented examples. Then only they have to understand. Here, we have to major focus only the subject-based curriculum. Subject is a prime one. The next one, the learner-centered curriculum design. Already I have mentioned the learner-centered curriculum design. It is on the basis of needs and interests of the learners. Here I have to, so most of the participants, they are working and studying in the B.Ed colleges. The programmed learning, the experience subject matter, so logically sequence small segments, small trade, right? It has two important things: linear programming and branching programming. Linear programming is a single track program. Branching programming. So first we have to provide the linear programming. It is meant for only brilliant students. There is no other option. But we have to give a number of repeat so that the average students and below average students will be benefited. So for that aspect, a branching program, first we have to provide mainframe. After going through the mainframe, we have to give the question related to the mainframe to the students. If they have to give correct answer, we can provide next mainframe. Or otherwise, what will be done? We have to provide number of revenue frames. Take example, revenue frame 1. So it can be simpler than mainframe. How many revenue frames we have to provide, we can't say. Depends upon the understanding level of the learners, we have to provide number of revenue frames. So here we can the best example, CA package and compute e-content package. Like that, we can give number of examples regarding learner-centered curriculum. Design this goes to a consideration, and also we have to acknowledge the students' requirement. Already we have to keep in our mind the 3 categories of learners in our classroom. We must be concentrate while delivering the information to the students, right? Here we have to answer the allow the student to select according to the choice they have to select this like that. Mentioned under the learner-centered curriculum design. The best example, pre-prep classroom that will be discussed later. Then problem-centered curriculum design. Here we have to give the student come with one solution to solve the problem. If you're not in a position to solve the problem, then go for another solution to solve the problem. So accordingly, we have to provide number of opportunity how to solve that problem. What are the solutions to be available? So that are the information we have to provide to the students with the help of problem-centered curriculum design. So this
Beulah, can you please check with the resource person?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay.
Dear participants, small technical glitch has happened. Kindly bear with us. Sir will join soon.
Sir will come now.
Sir, audible? Sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can
now
start.
it is audible.
Okay.
Sir, you can continue, sir. You can continue.
Yes, sir. Sorry for interruption.
No
sir.
problem.
Okay.
All these things are expected.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I can continue further.
It is visible, sir.
Right. Okay. Thank you. So next, these are the things what we have discussed, the types of curriculum design. Next, we can discuss about steps for curriculum designing. So far, we have discussed the types of curriculum design. Next, what are the steps we followed for curriculum design? The first one, analyzing the subject matter or task or problem. First, already I have mentioned that we want to deliver the subject to the students. Right? We have to totally prefer on the part of the teachers. What subject we have, first of all, what we have to do is subject to the students. So what are the activities we followed? What are the methods we followed? What are the activities we provide to the students? Like that, the teacher can think it over. The teacher can analyze the the subject matter, what we are going to be delivered to the students, like that, a task or problem like that. Then studying task characters of learners. I mentioned three categories of learners: brilliant, average, and below average. So we must know about the characteristics of the learners, the understanding level of the learners, knowledge level of the learners, comprehension level of the learners. So, and also what about the background of the students, whether the parents are studying or not. So these are the information that we have to collect regarding the characteristics of the learners. Defining specific communication problems and constraints. Regarding whether they are come from rural side or urban side. If they are come from urban side, definitely the communication will be good. If they come from rural side, we have to give more concentration how to improve the communication skill. So accordingly, we have to collect information. The fourth one, identifying objectives. Here stating enabling objectives, thermal objectives. Thermal objectives are final one. Enabling objectives are short one. Take example, before delivering the information to the students, the specific concept, first we want to encourage the students whether they have the information or not. There is a first hand information we have to collect it. Sometimes the learners may be received information other sources also. Sometimes may be wrongly understood also. That also we have to collect before delivering the information to the students. Then after delivering the information, terminal objectives, whether what are the objectives we have to formulate, whether it is realized or not, we have to check it ourselves. Here, finally, I am going to discuss about one important formula. That formula, that is individual gain ratio formula, developed by former Professor and Professor K. Krishnan, Department of Education, Madurai Kamaraj University. That formula we can use it computer instruction package, e-content package, even our 1 hour session can be assessed. After delivering 1 hour session, what kind of learning to be taken place on the part of the learners, that also we have to know with the help of the gain ratio formula. Then what are the resources available? How many faculties working for an institution, that is human resources. What about the financial resources? Environmental resources, whether the college situated in the calm places or not. And technological, whether they are having the smart classroom, LCD projector, any advanced facility they are having. That also we have to list out. Then specific methods. So what are the methods that will be discussed, the strategies we will discuss later. So what are the methods we have to plan to deliver the information to the students? Whenever possible, we have to use the media also. Right? Here I strongly point out whatever technology we are having, the technology cannot be replaced the teacher. The teacher role will be the superior one. The teacher can design where we have to use the technology for the students. The students, the teachers know about the students' background. When they have to use the technology for delivering the information to the students, the teacher can design. If you have to use video clippings, definitely students can easily understand. Okay, right. Then evaluation methods, normative and summative. Normative, the continuous evaluation. Summative is the final evaluation. Then analyze the results. Here the student, teachers, and the curriculum. So the students, usually we have to assess the students, the continuous evaluation, final evaluation, we have to assess the students' performance. And in our the university, Madurai Kamaraj University, we are having choice-based critical system. Each department has separate department council. The department council, they used to improve the curriculum periodically. Even every semester, every year, they used to revise their curriculum periodically. After end of the examination, the IPSC, Internal Quality Assurance Cell, they have sent a format to all the students. After completion of the particular semester, they have to get feedback about the teacher's performance. Whether the teacher's performance good or not, what will have to improve themselves. That also we have to assess the teacher's performance. Finally, the curriculum, whether it is strength or weakness. So what are the things to be added? What are the things to be modified? That we have to think it was. So like the day, implement recycle. The same things it can be continued step by step. So far we have discussed about the steps for curriculum designing. Next, we can go for curriculum strategies. The curriculum strategies here I have to suggest a few methods only. Here, the teacher can select the suitable methods. Already I have mentioned the teacher know about the student's background, the student's understand level. So accordingly, the teacher can select any kind of method. Here only the suggestive method only I have to mention. Depends upon the situation, depends upon the student's understand level. The teacher can select any kind of methods. Right? Here I have to suggest the teaching large group, that is lecture, that is a traditional classroom teaching. Usually the 50 students into our class on the basis of schedule, we have to deliver the information to the students, each and every course. The second one, self-independent learning or active learning. Here, we have to already have mentioned the CA package e-content. So already we have to prefer number of content that can be provided to the students. So whenever find time, the student can learn himself or herself. Here, otherwise we can say it is an individualized instruction, one of the important contribution of education technology. We have to give a number of packages. The student can select which portion most difficult on the part of the students. Then the student can select and undergo that particular subject. So many more software available. So the second one, self-independent learning. The third one, here I have to mention the teacher acted as facilitators. That's very important. So next 10 to 15 years, what will be happened? The teacher not only positioned to deliver all the information in the classroom itself, it can change it. Teacher role can change as a facilitator. So with the help of media, we can disseminate information in the various forms. Any clarity, any doubts, the teacher can be rectified. So the teacher role can be changed as a facilitator. The third one, blended learning. The blended learning, it is a combination of offline learning and online learning. The traditional classroom teaching combined with the online learning. Here, take example. In our classroom, we are having the 30 students. Each student is having computer with net facility. First 1 hour, the teacher can deliver the information on the specific concept. After that, the teacher can give the useful website what already covered by the teacher. So the next 1 hour, the student can go through the website to get the information. The student can get updated information, instant information. So like that we can see. Next 1 hour, any clarification, any doubts regarding the website-based information, that can be rectified by the teacher. So the blended learning, it is a combination of offline learning and online learning. The fourth one, flipped classroom. The flipped classroom, it is quite familiar with Singapore. What about the flipped classroom? Just a reverse. So here, the regular classroom, after delivering the information to the students are various formats, then the teacher can give assignment, exercise, what already covered. The student can do it, assignment that can be present in the classroom seminar. Here it is just reversed. So asking learners to watch video content before attending the class. So even before attending the class, they can get that information at home itself. The next day, they have to discuss about the video lessons, video content. Any doubt, any clarification that can be written with the teacher. Discussion, the people classroom, discuss with the teacher to clarify the doubts. This is also one of the suggested methods. Then problem-based learning. Here already mentioned problem-based curriculum. Like that, we have to provide number of problems-related projects. We have to provide the students. Students, they have to work out. They have to how to solve the problem. What solution would be possible to solve the problem. Accordingly, they have to get the knowledge. The student-centered approach, where the students learn about the subject through understanding and solving the problems. So all the approach, the teacher can be acted as a facilitator. That is very, very important. Then work-based learning. Work-based learning, the lab workshop, skill-based. These are the things we can say. Providing students opportunity to learn through real-life work experiences. Then MOOCs online courses. It is a massive open online courses. The UGC mentioned that out of 100%, 25% they must be provided only online courses. So here I have to mention the MOOC SWAYAM. SWAYAM, what about the SWAYAM? Study group of active learning for young aspiring men. Shortly, we can say the SWAYAM. SWAYAM is the Government of India MOOCs online platform. So the purpose of what way they have to provide the quality of higher education to the students. So far, 2,448 unique MOOCs developed. Total 6,945 courses delivered with an enrollment more than 2.47 crore students, according to the last week of December 2021. Here, each and every institution, maybe university or college, one of the faculty members will be nominated as a SWAYAM coordinator, so that so already they have prepared a credit based. So the 25% of the courses we concentrate only the online courses, readily available in the UGC website. Then learning, mobile learning, it is meant for distance education programs. So at present, each and every university completely entirely automated computer. They are planning to each and every university. Once the student enrolled in the university or college, up to they have to get the certificate. All the things are automated. The process is going in Tamil Nadu. Here, the mobile learning is a form of distance education. Definitely, it can be used by the distance education. Whenever they have to find time, they have to use it. They can get the information. The last one, student-led learning, peer learning. There is students work together to support each other's learning. So, billions of students can support average students, can support student learners. So that all must be benefited with the help of student-led learning or peer learning. Then finally, I have to mention, already I have mentioned the package. Here, already I have mentioned even 1 hour session, we have to assess learners' learning outcome. We can use this formula. It is an individual gain ratio formula. Not only that one, e-content development. At present, e-learning, e-learning, it is a process. E-content is a product. So e-learning, we can get the information throughout the day, throughout the year. E-content, that is a web-based instruction. On the basis of syllabus, we can develop the content that may be mentioned as e-content. So it can be delivered in any medium to get the information, right? There is a e-content. So e-content package and a CA package, program learning package. All the package, it can be assessed with the help of BDSA formula. It can be conducted and individually, not group. That is very essential. So I can explain what way we have to work out this formula. Take example. We can select any content. Any content we have to select it. First of all, we have to prepare the achievement test before delivering any package, any information to the student. First, we have to develop achievement test. The achievement test must be on the basis of objective type. Objective type is quite familiar to you. So one item we have to provide, 4 alternatives we have to provide. One may be the correct alternative among the 4. So objective based type of achievement test we have developed. Take example, 50 items. So what information we are going to deliver to the students or any unit, you can decide yourself. So accordingly, we have to develop achievement test. Take example, 50 items we have to select, right? Each item we have to give weightage 1 mark. So 50 marks, there is a maximum possible score. Here the gain ratio formula, post-test score minus pre-test score divided by maximum possible score minus pre-test score into 100. What way we have to work with this formula, I can explain. So first we have to develop achievement test. Achievement test in the form of objective type. Okay. So 50 items, take example, 50 items in the achievement test, each item we have to give weightage 1 mark. So 50 items, we have to give weightage 50 marks. That is a maximum possible score, right? Before giving any package or before delivering any program, right? First, we have to conduct achievement test. We have to conduct achievement test. So that may be called as a pre-test. That may be called as a pre-test. Before delivering the information to the students, that may be conduct the achievement test. It may be called as pre-test. Right? After delivering the information, after using the package, again we have to conduct the same achievement test. That is very essential. Okay. Take example. Before delivering the content, before delivering the information, first we have to conduct the pre-test. The particular score secured 5 marks out of 50. That we can say the pre-test score. Then after using the content, after delivering the information to the student, again the same achievement test must be conducted. That will be called as post-test. Take example, the particular student secured 40 marks out of 50. Now we can work out this formula. Post-test score 45 minus pre-test score 5 divided by maximum possible score, that is 50, minus pre-test score 5 into 100. Now you can calculate. After calculation, this gain ratio formula, we can get 90%. That is individual gain ratio. So we can see it. We can see each and every students. Take example, we can see all the 50 students by using this gain ratio formula. We can see how many of them secured 95% above. How many of them secured 90% above? How many of them secured 80%, 70% like that? We have to classify. How many of them secured 60% above? If you have to get 60% above, definitely we can say very good delivery on the part of the content and the part of the delivery of information. If it is less than 60, what we have to remodify? Like that, we have to think it, we have to do it. So these are things I want to say. So far, we have discussed about what about relations between the curriculum and education. Then, what about what is meant by curriculum? What is meant by syllabus? And what are the activities of curricular, co-curricular, extracurricular activities? Then we have discussed about the curriculum design, the types of curriculum design: subject-centered, learner-centered, problem-centered curriculum design. Then what are the steps you follow for curriculum design? Starting with the subject matter, ending with the recycling of the whole curriculum. Then discuss about the strategy. Here suggested the 3 strategies according to the student's background. The teacher can select appropriate strategy to deliver the information. Finally, we have discussed about the gain ratio formula. These are the things I want to say. Like any questions you can ask, Any questions?
Dear sir, one participant has asked, kindly tell more points about blended learning.
Blended learning, it is a combination of offline learning, online learning. So current trend in the field of education, already I have mentioned. Take example, in our classroom we are having 30 students in our classroom. Each student has computer with the net facility. First, the 1 hour teacher can deliver the information to the students. Next 1 hour, the teacher can give website what already covered the content. With the help of that website, the student can get update information, recent information, current information. So the next 1 hour, the student can go through that website, to get the information. So next, another 1 hour, the third 1 hour, any clarification regarding that website, teachers can be rectified. So both the combination, teacher as well as technology, offline as well as online. Altogether, we can say blended learning. Is it clear, or I want to give more explanation?
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Any other clarification?
Sir, one more question.
Okay.
Curriculum development and curriculum design. Kindly tell the differences. Curriculum design, curriculum development.
The curriculum development, with the help of subject experts, we have to develop the curriculum, right? Based on their experience, based on the development, we have to develop the curriculum with the help of board of studies. Curriculum design, what way we have to execute the curriculum for delivering the students? What are the steps to be followed? So after developing the curriculum, what way we are going to be implemented to the students? How many teachers to take part to deliver the information? What about timetable we have to follow it? What are the facilities we are going to be used? What methods to be used for assessing the students? That way we have to differentiate. Any other question? Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other question? So usually I need a minimum 2 to 3 hours to explain the curriculum design and these are the things. So already Dr. Selvakumar mentioned that. So we have to complete the program 3:30. So that usually I have to give number of examples to explain each and every concept. For what of time only I have to complete.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. You have rightly pointed out many points related to curriculum design and various strategies. Many of the participants have given their textual message as very informative sessions.
Thank you.
Few people have a doubt in flipped classroom and traditional classroom.
Flipped classroom, just reversed. So in the regular classroom, after delivering the information by the teacher can give the assignment. Accordingly, the student can collect information from various sources that can be presented in the classroom that we can say is classroom seminar. Flipped classroom in advanced video lectures. So that is presented by the teacher. In advancedly, the student can get that information at home itself. So next day, regarding video lessons, the student can be discussed with the teachers, any clarification. Teachers also give an exercise assignment related to video lessons, video content based lessons. So reversed activities. Flipped classroom, previously the student can gone through the video content. So next day, any clarification they can discuss the teachers. So the teacher also can conduct number of exercises regarding that video content. That is flipped classroom.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Within a stipulated very short 1 hour program, you have touched a lot of points. Now it's a time to wind up. I request Dr. P. Eugene Michael, Assistant Professor of Mathematics of Meston College of Education, to propose a formal vote of thanks.
Before that, I have to mention and sincere thanks to both organizations. Give this wonderful opportunity to share my views on this forum. So regarding Dr. Devaswamy and Selvakumar and Dr. Geeta for giving wonderful opportunity. Thank you both Dr. Selvakumar and Dr. Geeta. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Over to Eugene, sir.
Thanks goes to Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute, Faculty of Education, Chennai, and our college, Meston College of Education, for giving me a chance to say thanks to everybody who gathered here for this virtual short-term course on curriculum design and development. First, I have to say thanks to today's resource person, Professor Muthumanikam, syndicate member TNOU, and former registrar in charge and former Dean Arts, professor and head of the Department of Education in Madurai Kamaraj University. Sir, you briefed all the information related to this curriculum design and strategies. Within short span of time, you gave all the information related to it. Really, it is very useful to all the participants of this program. Yes, my thanks goes to you, sir.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Next, I have to say thanks to Dr. V. Anuradha, Assistant Professor, Faculty of Education in the MGR Institute, for welcoming the gathering. You have given a very to our principal, Dr. Yes, they were the important actually note. Really, the introductory note that you've given to us is very boosting to us. Thank you, sir. Next, I want to say thanks to the organizing committee members for curriculum development and design. Chief Patrons, Engineer ACS Arun Kumar, President, Dr. MGR Institute, and one more Chief Patron, Major ES Daniel Gunan, IAS retired, President of our Mr. Association. And patrons, Professor Dr. S. Geeta Lakshmi, Vice Chancellor of Dr. MGR Institute, and Dr. N. Vijayan, Vice President and Academic Dean of our Western Association, and co-patrons, Professor Dr. CB Palanivelu, Registrar, Dr. MGR Institute, and our Secretary, Reverend Father Sami Susi, SDB, Western Association, and conveners, Professor Dr. Geeta, Principal, Faculty of Education, Dr. MGR Institute, and our Principal, Dr. Devasahayam Sillakumar. Thanks goes to the organizing secretaries of this virtual short-term course, 2 members from MGR Institute, one Miss J. Vigneshwari and Mrs. L. Maria Suganti. Thanks goes to you, ma'am. Next, I want to say thanks to our faculty members, Mr. D. Arnold Robinson and Mrs. J. Beulah Kirba. Thanks goes to you, all participants. Once again, I extend my heartfelt of thanks to everybody who gathered here and make this virtual short-term course as an important and highlighting to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you all. Now the feedback link has been posted. Dear participants, kindly register your feedback, which is considered as the attendance for the second day. Most of you have asked the question, when will we receive our certificate? Please note that this is second day program. We will send your certificates at the end of the 5th day. Kindly ensure your attendance by giving feedback. Thank you. We will meet in the next day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Madam, thank you, Madam Geeta, Madam, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.